fit.
Classic. Yeah. Classic. Yeah. Classic. What? Who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning. Crack of dawn and now I'm yawning. Wipe the coal out my eye. See who's this paging me and why? It's my nigga Pop from the barbershop. Told me he was in the gambling spot. Heard the intricate plot. Niggas wanna stick me like fly paper, neighbor. Hold down, love, please chill, drop the caper.
Remember this?
Niggas up the hills, up in Brownfield, at your road nice wind. You got a nice wind. Yes, my nigga Fame up in Prospect. Nah, them my niggas, nah, love with it. I didn't say them. They scooped me to some niggas that you knew from back when you were clocking minor vision. Now they heard you can do that if you ain't never had a job.
Yes, sir. You gotta know your
I
lyrics.
learned all that in the unemployment line right there.
That nigga is back.
He's back, nigga.
He's back.
He's back.
Yo.
It's Lollipop here.
That about him. Yeah.
He just finished.
It's back.
This is what I have to go
3.
through.
He just finished
Homeless ass
Step
motherfucker.
It's Jamie Foxx.
What up?
I'm back
Yeah.
with your stinking ass.
We missed you, nigga.
What's cracking?
Other than the crack of your ass.
It's
I
going
didn't
down right here on Foxxhole Radio.
I
And
didn't
listen,
miss you.
I've been out doing this movie, but I'm back. I've
Yeah.
been missing everybody.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So much
Somebody
drama.
told me stop the music.
Stop it.
Can we just get right into it right now?
Get into
what in the blue fuck is going on?
What?
Blade
Oh,
is
shit.
going to jail.
Daywalker.
Man.
Hey.
Going to jail, nigga.
Wesley Snipes.
Switchblade.
That's what he will be.
That's
Nino
what
Brown.
Yeah.
Nino Brown.
Nino Brown got
CMB. CMB.
3 years. Listen.
2-1-4.
On some taxes.
That he paid. That he paid.
No, he did not
Oh, you
pay.
said wait a minute. Let
No,
me
he
intro.
paid
First
him.
of all, let me stop right now. Let me stop right
Let's
now
stop right
because
now.
we have a legend
A
in the
legend.
studio
Who's in the
right
house,
now.
Fox?
Who's about to speak
Without
right
the
now.
polka dot.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you talking about me, Speedy? You talking about Speedy?
Ladies and gentlemen, in the house we got a heavy D.
Heavy D is in the
Heavy.
What up?
The Hefster.
Happy to be here. Happy to be
No.
here.
Light skin.
Let me go right into this.
Yeah.
Heavy.
What I heard was he paid the $11 million. I think
Right.
that's what he owed.
Right.
But then there was some other things.
What?
I don't know. But
$100,000.
I don't know. I don't even think it was. The first of all, the major thing was getting them for the $11 million, but they
Wow.
got paid back.
Damn it.
money.
They just hey man, they had a point to prove.
It's a black thing.
I heard they took his
I
leather
think,
suit and
I think
everything.
it's the Uncle Sam thing. I think
It's
it's the
a
Uncle
Uncle
Sam
Sam.
thing. And then you ain't gonna
I
shake
think
them
it's
for
an
their
Uncle
paper.
Sambo thing.
Y'all
You mean to
was.
tell me that I can't believe it.
Mean it,
Wesley Snipes
It's breaking my heart.
is
It's breaking my heart.
going
Seriously.
to jail.
Yeah.
But
3 years.
they said after they sentenced him, he still didn't get it.
He did.
He was upset, and they said he went outside the courtroom, and all they heard was, "Huh? Is that what they talking about? Taxes? I don't give a shit about taxes. Fuck them skin to lead motherfuckers."
If they don't want to roll with me, I'll press license plate. I heard they took it all from him heavy.
Wow.
I mean, it's
They took the
3
2-1
years.
food
3
dress.
years. But he was up for more than 3 years.
He
so.
was up for how many years?
It don't matter. 3 years.
No,
is
you
3 years.
wasn't up for anything
That's
because
the maximum that could
Yeah.
give him.
I want
For
somebody
that
to
particular charge, but the
Right.
other charges he could have did like 25 years.
Yeah.
Right.
But you just
But it's
listen,
misdemeanor.
On a serious note, he got kids. He got
my
kids.
God.
That's why everybody overlooking it.
he got little
kids.
pocket knives.
He got kids.
little baby blades.
Now, what type of prison is he going to go to?
But he going to a federal penitentiary. That's the cool thing.
Camp Snoopy. What
So-
they call it. Camp Snoopy.
Man, ain't nothing cool about prison. Did you just say that's the cool thing?
Heavy, we're gonna give you the background. We're gonna give you the background stories later on. But if you got to go to prison, I don't advocate anybody go to
Johnny
prison.
Mack's been to prison
He's been to
several
prison.
times.
It was
But
only
if he had to
once.
go back,
Anytime they keep your bed made up for you.
Hey, what I say, we'll leave a light on for you. Like, God damn.
It's Jamie Foxx, Foxxhole Radio. What's cracking?
Other than the crack of your ass.
In the house, we got a special guest also. We're going to let her introduce herself. She was on Flavor of Love. Can I paint the picture for you, though,
Well,
out there?
paint the
picture,
Very,
Fox.
very, very beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Beige.
is that the color you going with?
I'm going to go with mauve. She's very mauve.
A light orange.
Beautiful eyes. What color are your eyes?
They're like a bluish green.
Wow.
Wow.
You really are. You
Why
really
you
do
staring
have
at
the
it that
best
hard, Fox?
about, because I'd rather look at her than you. You faggot. Please introduce yourself so we can all
Salivate over your beauty.
masturbate.
I'm Black from Flavor of Love 3, but my real name is Candace Cabrera.
You're Black? That's your name?
That's my name. That's what he
the
gave
show.
me.
Well, how'd you get that?
Got a little black hair. Yeah.
You put some.
So what is your mixture? Because you're a nice mix. You have full lips. You have vivacious curves and Can I say smattering?
Let's go with Samantha.
Smattering thighs. What exactly is your mix?
My mother's white. My father is Hispanic. He's Cuban.
He's Cuban, and you haven't gone to Cuba yet, but you're going to make plans to go there.
Yeah, we try to.
Donks.
What is that?
What she's sitting on.
Oh, right.
I guess that's the Cuban side.
I'm glad you put an S on that.
Now, does your mother have ass like that?
Yeah, she does.
Your mom got ass?
Yeah.
Is your mom still married to your dad?
No.
Great.
Let's get it down to the show.
That's gonna be the
Great.
song. That's gonna be my new song.
Call
Your
me
mama got
brother
ass.
daddy.
We're gonna do the roll call. It's Jamie Foxx, Foxxhole Radio. What's cracking?
Other than the crack of your ass.
In the house we got.
Black.
In the house we got.
Hepster.
In the house we got.
Speed doggy dog.
In the house we got.
OG Poetess.
Oh, shit.
In the house we got.
Diamond Double D.
God damn. And in the house we got. Wait a minute. I was at the federal court building.
Oh, shit.
And the person whose case was right up after Wesley Snipes, I said, who's up after Wesley Snipes? They say his name is Johnny.
Right.
Last name Mack.
Right.
Middle name motherfucking.
Right.
So when they called his name out in court, they said, Johnny motherfucking Mack.
And I said, give me 2 years.
Can't do 3.
I don't want to do 3. But you know what's crazy about that?
What is crazy about that?
They gave
I cannot
3
believe
years
that Blade is going to
convicting
jail.
him on a misdemeanor.
Yeah,
Because
most
I'm
of the
gonna
time
tell you, if you notice what's going on right now, since Barack is doing so well,
Right.
if we don't keep our shit together, it's because they had me hemmed up with my fucking limbs up
Because the Lamborghini was rimmed up.
on Hollywood and Vine. I'm sitting there thinking because Barack is about to be president,
Right. That
I
you
done
gotta
bought
pass.
me some wings.
You got your
I'm
Negro
riding in
pass.
my Lamborghini with the windows rolled down, and I speak to the cops. Hey, what's happening, coppers? And they pulled me. They pulled me right over. And had me out and said that my registration wasn't right, and if you don't get it together, you know, we're going to take the car, a whole lot of things. So I think what it is the backlash of what's happening good for us is also happening bad for us.
Well, no disrespect.
Or maybe he
to-
just didn't pay his taxes.
Yeah.
Great point.
People need to understand that it's like the government is all about money. They want their money. You can kill somebody and maybe get off, but they want their money.
We'll get to that later. I was going to say the New York cops, but we're talking about Mr. Bell later. Because you know they what's their word? They let them out. What's their word?
They acquitted
them.
Yeah.
Acquitted the cops.
You
The
didn't know that
cops that
word?
shot the dude and he was getting married the next day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bail.
Yeah.
John, you didn't know that word?
I couldn't acquit it. They never really said that for me.
They highlighted it right in front of you.
They would have said the nigga that was guilty. I was like, oh, Mr. Bell.
He was let go. Is that better for you?
I want people to call in and give me their take on Blade, on Wesley
call in.
Snipes going to
877.
jail. We're losing our man. We lost Rodney Vick. I mean Michael Vick.
Him too. Rodney,
Michael
all
Vick
them
is
niggas
gone. T.I.
Well, he
Well,
getting
he's
out.
not
He getting
going
out.
to jail.
He
He's
getting out.
getting out.
He not going to jail.
Now you
He
got to do a
been.
year.
He got
Don't
off-
like a year.
Well, you know his house arrest counts as time served.
That a bitch.
So
That's
Don't
what
you
I'm
feel bad
saying.
when I ain't got nothing to talk about here. Damn, T.I. you
That's
missed
what
these
I'm
jokes
saying.
about
You
just
can-
the hair on your chin.
Fuck. Not even for the silences?
Jamie, that's what I'm saying. You can buy guns and get off, but you know.
Better not-
Don't pay your taxes. They
That's
come get your
right.
mama. I know that.
Yeah, they come pay your taxes.
And on
Which I
top,
wouldn't mind if they came and
Pay your taxes.
and on top of
That's a
going
whole
to jail,
nother
he has-
story. My mom is just crazy. That's a whole nother story.
We'll
Go
leave
on.
that one alone.
Yeah, we going to put that in when the dude was wrestling the bear. We going to add those two together.
Mix those two together right there.
We gonna take a song and we coming back. We got a lot to get into. It's Jamie
Better be
Foxx.
some
I'm
hep
back, man.
songs.
I'm telling you right now. Drop me some heavy D right now. Is it good to you?
I like it.
Hey.
Is it good to you?
Is that you, Johnny Man?
No.
Give me some heavy D and
Was
we
you,
coming
John?
right back.
Nah.
And we trying to get bail money for Wesley Snipes. Call in if you want to be
Sell
on.
the little
877.
suit, nigga.
Is that what this is about?
877-216-106-106.
Sell the little suit.
Over some Texas. Shit about some Texas. Yeah.
CMB.
You ain't bad. You ain't nothing.
He should have.
And my brother's keeper.
Are you the gatekeeper?
I will get him in some heavy D, and we're coming right back with Black.
8772-106-106.
Oh, my Bud Light.
Is it good to you?
Yo, we got heavy D in the house.
Yo, how would you feel if I rubbed you down? Made your head spin like a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
Take control like Charles and Charles. I really can't wait. Let's stay in the garage. That's it. Ice cream without whipped cream.
You gotta do more.
I don't know what I'm
You
doing.
gotta do more.
I forgot.
Heavy D in the house.
Go back, Heavy. Come on.
I'm lost.
Act like you still got the polka dot on. Act
The
like
Kwame outfit.
give us a freestyle. Give us a freestyle.
Yo,
Okay,
yo.
yes, y'all, the big man is back, and I'll be strolling through New York with the game on my back, and I still spit sick. The flow was like rap. Bring it back, yeah, yes.
Oh, nigga.
It's Friday, baby.
You're a lot better than B2K niggas. I swear to God.
Yeah, them niggas was the worst.
Oh my God, Hev, talk about it. Talk about where music is going. Have we lost it?
Is it in the toilet?
Are we in the toilet?
Do we not like Soulja Boy?
I love Soulja Boy. I love Soulja Boy. I love everybody.
Well, I've heard these same conversations when we was coming up. It's more about where you are we're a little, mature now, I guess.
Right.
So it's like
saying we old and we should just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
no, but
Let these young folks make their money and just
we're not
run our
we're not
culture
old.
into the ground.
We're not old like how our parents kind of were old.
Yeah.
Like we're a little cooler than that.
Yeah.
But I just guess we just don't understand what the hell they talking about.
I understand
I understand
something.
something that's going on. Let me take
whole
the
lot
picture
of
for radio.
ass right
Let me take the picture for radio right now.
God.
3 chocolate drops have just walked in,
Right.
and when I say they're
3 Hershey
incredible,
Kiss.
and the bumpers,
So which one for?
the bumpers, the one in the middle that has the big
Wow.
bumpers.
Yeah, the backside.
The backside is crazy. It's amazing.
It's
for
bananas,
those of
son.
you out there not knowing, make sure you pick the DVD up. We're gonna make a DVD of all of this, and you'll be able to see these beautiful, charming women
Asses.
who drink dark liquor. That's what I love. They drink dark.
they like Bud Light.
They don't drink no light. Like she drink all dark liquor. That's what I love. And she's coming out with a new fragrance, barbecue flavor. It's
Hickory
off the
smoke.
chain. So we should just get over the fact that the music is just not for us, right? We
not
should
for
just get
us.
out of the way.
Yeah, I can't comment on it because it's really nice. Do you really listen to it enough to comment on it? Seriously. Or do you hear it and be like, I can't listen to that?
No, I go
In the
ahead and
club,
listen. I
in the
buy
club.
into all of it.
In the club.
I buy into all
Well,
of
yeah,
the
there's
club.
certain,
I gotta get
there's
in.
certain
club.
songs that really change your mind if you hear it in the club.
Yeah.
You be like, okay, I understand it now.
So,
Yeah, especially you've been drinking a lot of alcohol.
so have you've been known to sign groups and you were like one of the first acts on Uptown.
I'm sorry, but Jamie's making me look.
All
All right, go ahead.
Is that incredible?
You can
no,
use
you
my
can't.
eyes.
Wait. Let's just take a moment out in radio
moment.
land, and we're gonna
Yes.
paint the picture. Take a moment, Hev, to bask in that.
Yes.
A
Okay.
moment of booty
Can
silence.
I get a little
baby.
mood music, please?
Ass. Ass.
How you doing? Did you know I was known as the overweight lover?
Yeah, tell
And my voice can go a few octaves lower, but God, you look very nice, miss.
From the back.
Yes.
Wow.
Because that's how it's going to go down from the back.
You know what?
I love this. It's taking the pressure off
One
me. I
day-
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yes, ass.
I'm gonna go down south and eat some chocolate one
Out your
day. One day.
Damn, Johnny.
Chocolate.
Is this on the new album, folks?
Oh, chocolate.
Ass.
One day I'm gonna go down south and eat me some milk and rich chocolate.
What's your name, Hershey?
So we shouldn't get upset with the music. Black, give me your take on the music right now. Black, who is not necessarily black, but from the Flavor of Love television show. Now, did you have to have sex with Flavor Flav
No.
in order to get on the show? Because I heard that's what was going
Yeah,
down.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
You didn't have to have
Sucking and
okay.
fucking.
No.
No.
You kissed him though. Was
Yeah,
that tough?
I did.
You
I
kissed
did.
it in the mouth?
We'll put it to you this
kissed
way.
him in the mouth.
Let me ask you
my
this.
God.
I grew up in it. It was a little.
Like practicing on a monkey.
Can you speak? Can you speak on that?
Oh,
What, I don't kissing him?
Yeah.
In the mouth.
Yeah, I mean, he's not that bad, y'all.
are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Wait a minute.
Hold
Let
up.
her
I don't
talk.
judge
No,
dudes.
I heard his dingaling is this big.
Well, I
That's
wouldn't
what
know
he did.
that.
He
I
put the
wouldn't know
dingaling
that.
on her. But let me ask you this: it was probably because you were on the show and you got caught up in the magic of the show, and in the magic, and then after the show was over, you went fuck.
Did a stunt tongue.
Were they drugging you guys daily? I mean, how'd you get through it?
Well, there was never food in the house, but the bar was stocked at all times.
So you was medicated.
They wanted
go
to
ahead,
drink.
go ahead. Here you go. Have a sip. Have a sip. The more you sip on that, I got this Flavor Flav mask in my room.
Yeah, boy.
What attracted you to the show?
Well, actually,
The money.
No, we really didn't get paid like that for real. People.
So what was it that you really?
I mean, I
were you
always
attracted to Flav?
Well, I watched season 1 and season 2, so I was a big fan. And I just had finished school, so I thought it would be something fun to do, an experience. And he's a really cool guy, so I didn't go on there like, oh, I'm gonna fall in love. I just went, to see how things would happen. And
So you kissed him in the mouth for free?
Yeah.
Well, if you like him, if you like him, I must be sexy as a motherfucker right now.
Can't be proud of yourself.
You can do better.
Hey, I'm not gonna sit
it's
here.
not about
I'm
the
not gonna
looks.
sit here and let y'all talk about my future ex-wife.
That she kissed a Sambo.
Now you kiss Flavor Flav is a personal friend of mine, and I'm not gonna sit here and let you talk about my friends like that. Now that's where the
That
motherfucking
nigga
rubber
like he just
hits
got
the
off the
motherfucking
Amistad
road.
slave,
I'm
nigga.
telling you,
That nigga dark.
I'm
When he
not
got
gonna
out,
sit
when he got
here
out the
and
car,
let
the
you talk
oil light came on.
The
That's how dark that
braids are
nigga is.
killing me.
I'm
Half
not-
his hair is gone.
I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all talk. Now me and Flav,
You're like a Negro chess piece.
That nigga so ugly, nigga.
Oh, he looked like a
talking
dinosaur
back and-
foot.
That
It's horrible.
So, did his breath stink?
No, everybody always asks that too. No,
Because
they
it
always
looks,
ask that.
it looks stanky on the
Everybody
TV.
Can I step in here?
Smell like jewelry cleaner.
Did you say jewelry cleaner?
That nigga mouth smell like a Rolex.
Bud Light joke
Yo,
of the
that's
day?
the Bud Light joke of the day. Flavor Flav breath smell like jewelry cleaner.
Yeah.
And that's why we drink
Bud Light.
It's the drinkability.
Yes,
It's
sir.
when the availability
You drunk already?
means the perfect drink. Drinkability. Speedy, don't interrupt me when I'm giving our sponsors a shout out.
Watch your tone and your delivery, boy. I bust you in your motherfucking grill.
Okay, I have a
Motherfucking
question for Black.
man
For real.
titties.
I would knock out your wooden grill.
I got a question for you.
That was last week.
I know,
You know
a lot about.
groups?
No, I know a lot about the process. I'll just put it like that because I know VH1 once I signed a contract and didn't go on the show. I know I can't talk about. Oh no. So I just want to know, knowing
Yeah, like you turned him down.
knowing what they were offering and all of that.
What was they
I'm just
You didn't
curious
get it,
as to
you
what your reason was. I mean, there had to have been a
just told
reason.
you.
Knowing the contract. No.
I mean, I didn't go through the casting process like everyone else did. They saw my pictures and then had called me and asked
That's
me.
what I'm
Like,
talking about.
I only knew like 3 days before I came out on the show that I was coming. All the other girls had like 3 or 4 months to prepare.
So you just bumped everybody right out.
Well, I mean, obviously she looks a
look at
lot
that
better
ass.
than some of the other girls that was on the show. I just have to
And
say.
it
All of the other girls on
And
the
it
show.
did look like that was a last minute decision to change up the show and bring in new girls.
Yeah, well, I mean, from what I was understanding, I don't know if I can say this or not, but
Yes, you can.
We fucking excuse him. Hold on, wait.
Get some on that.
Get another sip. Get
Yeah,
one
get
more
another
sip. Get one more sip and you'll be all right.
Yeah,
Get
you
one more
can
sip.
kiss.
No, go ahead. One more
You can
sip.
drink and kiss.
Don't take it to
Look at that.
Yeah.
Don't act like this your first time.
Yeah.
You've been drunk before.
no, the other girls that came in the house with me, they came out originally with the first set of girls to the hotel, and then they told them, okay, well, we're not going to use you right now. We're going to bring you guys back out. So they knew they were coming back out. They called me like 3 or 4 days before they brought the new girls back out.
What about
They
the
were
girl
like,
that looked like Will Chamberlain?
Which
She got
Tree.
kicked off of this week. Tree
Yeah,
got
see.
kicked off.
Oh, Tree crazy.
That bitch was wild.
Yeah.
I mean, she likes to put on a show for the cameras. She's a whole different person when the cameras aren't on.
So what now? What are we doing now? Like in our career now? Where are we
What
going?
are you trying to do, Fox?
I'm trying to put my bid in.
I thought you
I'm
were
doing
going to
this
say
whole
something else
show
you'll
for
put
her.
in there.
So what are you doing now? Where are you headed in the career?
After being on flight, yeah.
Well, I got a couple of things. I have something really, really big coming up at the first of the year, but legally I can't really speak on that.
Is
right
it another
now.
reality show?
No.
Sex tape?
No.
You want to do one?
What could it be?
I got a cell phone camera. You can go.
I'm doing a thing with Console Kings, which they have a deal with Xbox. So I'm doing like the Ninja Girl for the video game. So you'll be able to download me from that. I just shot
Is that what you said you
Smooth.
just couldn't speak about?
No.
Don't blow your deal.
Fuck us.
No. And I just shot with Smooth magazine, so I got a spread coming out.
Please, can I see the advanced copy of that?
Yeah.
It's the live from Jamaica edition.
I need the flesh
And
copy.
you guys went to Jamaica to shoot?
Yeah, we were at the Hedonism.
Jamaica Queens.
It's like a nude resort, and I had never been to one before. It was crazy.
Don't worry about what we got going on. Just stay focused right here. We went to Jamaica and what happened?
No, we stayed at we shot at the Hedonism, which is like a nude resort.
That's a nude resort.
Yeah, so I know I would be walking by the pool.
Baby.
I would like walk out to the pool, and there would be like some man like boning his
random-
wife, like bent over backwards and waving to you out the window. I mean,
Get another
everybody.
sip as you take it.
What's wrong with that? I'm like,
I mean, I had just never seen anything like that.
I know,
Everybody
really?
was
I
naked
know.
in the pool.
Here,
Like,
here, get another sip.
you never seen anybody
And
naked?
wait a minute, let us get a
not
sip.
like that though.
And then we're gonna go to a caller, and then we're gonna come back, right? We're gonna to a caller?
877-2-106-106.
Okay, we don't. We'll get another sip, and then I want you to tell the story.
Nigga by the pool.
Descriptive. So there were people having sex. And what did
Yeah.
that do you? Nice Christian girl.
Fox, you need to find out first, sweetheart. Do you have a man?
No, I don't.
Cool.
Why you looking at
I'm
me?
trying to help you out, Pam.
You ruined the
I'm trying to
momentum.
help you.
You don't understand. I'll be the other dude.
Oh, my bad.
And I'm gonna be the other dude after that. Long as I'm one of them dudes.
So you shot at Hedonism. They were naked. The people sucking dick and masturbating and everything like that.
Right.
So what did you do?
Yeah.
Well, I was just there shooting, so I guess they picked that resort because that way people aren't gonna look at you crazy if you're in like bikinis and whatnot.
So did you have to shoot? You had to take some of your clothes off. I mean,
No, I had on bikinis.
I know, but did you ever have to take the top off and then turn around?
Yeah.
Right,
You were naked at some point.
At
Don't
some-
try to make me feel
Yeah. Like we wrong for having these visions.
And so what else? Did you take part in Hedonism? Did you go out or?
No, actually, some of the other girls, they did the whole nude thing. I just wasn't comfortable enough. That was my first experience, so maybe if I go back again. We'll
Right.
see.
You know what? And that's what you should
You
do.
gonna go
I'm here to protect you.
You gonna go with
Yeah,
us,
I'll go with you. But you know what? As a matter of fact, there's a place not far from here. It's about. Let me paint the picture for you before you start laughing and giggling and shit. There's a place not too far from here. It's 40 acres.
What is it again,
It's
Fox?
40 acres.
Okay.
With avocado trees and
You know this place personally, Fox?
Yeah. About 18,000 square feet.
And they be naked by the pool.
And we get naked by the pool, and there's no one there to see you for miles around. So we'll talk about that after the break. It's Jamie Foxx, Foxxhole Radio. What's cracking?
Other than the crack of your ass.
Her house we got.
Black.
In the house we got.
Heavy deep.
In the house we got.
Speed doggy.
In the house we got.
OG Poetess.
Oh shit. In the house we got.
Diamond Double D's.
Damn. And in the house we got
Johnny motherfucking Mack.
Yo, we gonna take a break. Are we going to a caller?
We got us a nice caller. We got my man Iceberg. Go ahead,
Iceberg is in the house. Iceberg, holla at your man, man. It's Jamie Foxx, man. I'm back. What's cracking?
Nickel.
You there, Ice?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on with it, Ice?
Say something, nigga.
Oh, what's good, play? How did you know I was on the air, baby?
I'm saying, man, it's been a while. I ain't heard you. What's cracking? What's up with your situation?
Yo, Fox, man, why you so greedy? Why you want all the ladies for yourself, man? For real, man.
No, he
Hey,
shares.
it's
He
a
shares.
capitalistic society, man. I gotta get what I can get. You know, they put niggas in jail for taxes, and I ain't paid mine in a minute, so I gotta get what I can get. Talk about it, Berg.
I don't want to bring the show to a slow halt, but, yo, we had a tragedy down here today, man. Basically, what the law is saying, if you're acting like a thug, the police can shoot 50 rounds at you, blow your motherfucking head off, and walk away scot-free.
Oh, fuck.
Well, where
That's
do you
what
live?
happened?
That was in New York.
No, he's
Yeah.
talking about
He's
the
a
cops
deal.
that got acquitted.
No, because he said down here. I'm trying to figure out where he lives.
Well, Iceberg, let me explain something to you. Until we all get together and start making, this is why I think it's going to be important for Barack Obama to become president, because I feel like now we can really ask that we stop some of this shenanigans that's going on. You know, I mean, I know that we don't want to say just because Barack is becoming president that we're going to get all these black issues,
Squashed.
but at the same time, I think it does say something that if Barack is president, maybe some of this stuff will slow down a little bit. I mean, because it's just ridiculous.
Right.
And we actually have a police officer that we roll with here.
Right.
And he doesn't seem to be like that. But I know some other knucklehead police officers out there, man, that's getting away with murder all the time. And it comes from the history of this country, of how it came about. If you know anything about your history, there's this show called Hooked.
Right.
And the Hooked is on the Discovery Channel, and it talks about the drugs that infiltrated America back in the 1800s. And they would take the cocaine down to the docks and feed the cocaine to the workers, to all of the black workers down there. So they would get on this cocaine, they would work long hours or whatever like that, and not feel any stress about it, fatigue about it. But what happened was the Harrison Act. The Harrison Act said we want to get rid of cocaine. We want to get rid of cocaine, get it off the streets, make it illegal. So they ran a story. That said black man gets on cocaine, gets out of hand, cops can't restrain him, cops have to kill him. And so what happened was, once they did that, they allowed the cops to carry bigger caliber pistols. They allowed them the chokehold. They allowed all these different things. So the history of it is what we have to get into. And also, we got to take a stand. I know we're gonna make some jokes about it or whatever like that. But if nobody ever stands up and says, it's wrong, nothing's gonna change. And not just the people that are in the koofies. Down at the few or 5 or 6 people that always stand up, it's got to be some of us, like some Jamie Foxxes and Heavy D's and Blacks and Johnny Macks and Speedy.
Heavy D, you're from New York.
Yep.
And New York police sort of have a history of this type of thing. What is your take on it?
Being that we travel, like you hear New York police has it, but also L.A. police.
Yeah.
You remember the Rodney King incident. There's not much, there's a lot of, and just think about the things you don't know about. That's not that obvious. That's not that out there, It's scary because here you have a young man who, because may have looked a certain way, but and when the story's being finished told, he was getting married, he was living a good life, and gone. Like, what do you do? Like, this is a point where you could actually be like, you really feel hopeless. Like, you feel like you don't have a say. You can say what you want, but nothing's gonna change because it's been going on. Give me a gun and start
busting off. I'm gonna bust back.
The remarks made by Jamie Foxx don't necessarily represent the other guests on the show.
I'm gonna give me a gun and start busting back. Coppers.
But it's like I by Barack running for president or hopefully winning, the candidacy, would it slow down or stop the racial profiling? Because now you just can't pull over any and every black and identify them with a crime, because this is a scientific fact that the word officer derived from the word overseer. And it's still the same thing today. They still, we're not on the plantation anymore, but look at the police officers, also the plantation overseer. So they're still bringing down heartache and pain on the African Americans.
Well, until that generation, that last generation of bigotry and the old white establishment. And I don't mean this in a way of badness, but till it literally dies out. Yes. Right. Then you'll still have the remnants of what's going on now. And then you also have to look back, because I was watching this documentary on Martin Luther King the other day, and it's like, we have come a long way. Yes, we really have. Like, we used to get German Shepherds sicked on us in public, and it was okay. And it was like, there was really debate about whether it was right or wrong, whether we could vote. You got to think about that. There was a debate about that. We had to fight for that. Right. So, we come from a place of struggle. The struggle's not over, so don't think that it is, but you also got to look at the strides that we make too. You have, like my brother Jamie Foxx over there, who's, at a time best actor.
You talking about the brother eating the chicken on the microphone?
And it's actually shrimp.
Oh, yeah, Speedy. I'm better than that, Speedy. I'm not just some nigger over here.
Eat chicken and watermelon.
I eat shrimp and I have a lot of linen outfits. Niggas love linen and shrimp.
The ones that you got the linen outfit.
If I get a linen outfit and some shrimp, I'm good.
Just a linen outfit make you feel special.
Classy.
But yours they got the little tie knot in the front.
Oh, okay, Speedy. Well, we know yours ain't got a little nothing in the front.
Ain't that a bitch?
Fat ass. So, I don't even know how we got on this.
Iceberg.
Speedy. He left, Fox.
Let me talk about Barack for a minute.
This nigga still holding on. He got a lot of minutes.
It's all right, Iceberg. All right.
Go ahead, Iceberg.
Up here in Philly, check this out. They was paying people $100 to go in the booth to vote for Hillary, and they was sending people to the wrong voting polls and all this other bullshit up here. It's documented. Mad people was calling, complaining.
Yeah.
Hillary didn't win Pennsylvania, dog. They stole Pennsylvania, Playboy.
So you mean to tell me for $100 they could buy you out?
Yo, Fox, think about it. Cass is hungry right now, dog.
$100?
Yeah, but I don't blame him. I'm going down there to vote. Somebody said, nigga, here's $100. Going in and vote for Barack. Shit, I'll do that.
No, they were saying for Hillary. He said for Hillary. They're
paying him $100 to vote for
Who was that,
Hillary.
Magic and Bob Johnson?
So let me ask you this, Iceberg. What is the sentiment? What is the vibe in New York right now? Are people up in arms? Or are people just saying, "Hey, we've gotten so used to it that we've become numb to just being beat up and shot and killed, and that's it."
Well, this is what I try to kick to my people. The young man's mother says she do not want no unrest because it's not going to bring her son back. They're going to try to take it to the federal level. But like I try to tell my people, Rodney King got his ass wore out on camera on a camcorder, and they beat that shit the first time. So this is just part of our society, but it just gets scary. I have a 16-year-old son, dog, and if that was my son, I'm going to have to be dead in the street because I'm throwing it all away. You know, my family is walking. I come from that neighborhood. I grew up in that neighborhood. This is not the first time somebody done got their head blown off. Have made a good point. A few years ago, 2 young men get pulled over. They tell them, get out the car. They go reach for their seatbelt. Boom, both of them get shot in the back of the head. But you know what? It was totally justified. It never hit the papers. You know what I'm saying? So this is the scary part of it. It's just like, I got a cousin that's police. He don't even fuck with me, dog. The police is almost like a cult down there in New York. You know, they talk about the young man with the don't snitch and all this politics behind that. What about the police the blue code of silence? One is not going to sit on his other brother, dog.
Right.
Well, this is the only thing that I can say, man.
Thanks for the phone.
We got to make sure that we make noise about it every chance we get. We're going to make noise on this radio station and say, listen, if you are a cop, if you're a police officer, and you're doing wrong, we damn you to hell.
Right.
We damn you all the way to hell.
Right.
And I hope your legs come off. I hope you get the old-fashioned plague. I hope shit happens to. I hope you get gout. I hope you get some old shit.
Yeah.
I hope you get a combination of
smallpox,
sugar and syphilis.
The Black Plague.
I hope you die. I hope you die. You dirty motherfucking. Oh my goodness! I don't know what that, you pigs.
The fuzz.
The fuzz.
Not you, Paul.
What else they call him?
The man.
Flatfoot.
You beat walking motherfuckers.
We hate you.
The
reason that we hate you is because you put us in a situation where you back us up all the way against the wall. You treat us like animals, and that doesn't make any sense. It's like if Barack is showing you anything, it's showing you that not every black person is all fucked up. That's why I think that it's so important, whether the man wins or not, that he shows a different side of African American people, and it shows that we don't have to take this. And for Barack and for everyone else of the government officials that have these positions and don't come out and say anything, we're going to put the pressure on you because you're the people that can actually make something happen.
The governors.
You're the governors, you're the mayors, you're the people that we put in these offices, and you don't do anything for us. So it's like we have no recourse but to say how we feel. It's wrong. If anybody else wants to call in and they have something that they want to say about it from New York, please call in on what?
8772-106-106.
Iceberg, man, thank you for keeping us
Appreciate
posted,
the call,
man. Golly, I thought I was gonna come in here and just have a fun day and just be not worth a shit, and then all of a sudden, here comes some real issues. Let's go to let's go to another Heavy D song, please. I need to hear some more Heavy D, man. Hey, that's the only thing that's gonna make it right for me right now.
What was your favorite song?
Oh shit!
What you doing, Fox? Why you standing up?
Now that was the polka dot.
He's standing up now.
Oh.
This when you did the splits on this video, right?
Yeah.
Non-cypher.
He had the hammer pants on.
The polka dot hammer pants. The mic's up. Hey, Heavy, this is We're right back.
Yeah.
Great.
You on this too? Heavy, you on this too, right?
Yeah.
So what was your biggest hit?
Man, I made all these records for the white man. I ain't make a dime.
They took all your taxes. They took the taxes.
I gave them the taxes.
Yeah, you didn't fuck
I don't play with that.
Mama, go pay them for me, please.
I think that there's, the biggest was Now That We Found Love, but then, like, the most played, I think, was Big Daddy, and then...
What is Big Daddy? Big Daddy.
I will come over there and smack the.
I don't know the name. I don't know the name of them songs.
Please.
I just know the hooks.
You know, you messing it up for light-skinned people. But what happened, man? You're supposed to know.
I'm with you, Heavy. I was there. I had the polka dots. I had the
Give me a
the
10,
patent leather shoes. I had the polka dot, the patent leather shoes. I learned your dances, everything. Heavy. I was a fan. I was a fan, nigga.
You got a lot of
You here
passion.
right now.
Nah. Heavy D.
The overweight lover in the house was like,
that's
your,
it. Yeah.
like your biggest hip hop hit, right?
The overweight lover.
The overweight lovers
yeah.
in the house. That
Yeah,
was
that
more
was
hip hop,
Overweight
more of
Lover
your
in the
hip hop.
The house.
So
I think all of it was hip hop.
No, but you
No,
just
Poetess.
said for the
Hold on.
white man.
I'm sick of this shit.
You just said for the white man. So now I'm saying you did one for hip hop, I know, and
I
that
did
was
a bunch.
overweight
I mean,
love in the house, right? If
And
you did-
Mr. Big Stuff, always loving the house.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, the gang of hits, nigga.
I was pretty popular back in my day.
So you and the boys still touring?
Are we not tour? No, what tour?
I mean, you still doing dates?
No,
No?
we talk to each other.
When's the last time
So
you
it's
did
just
a show?
you.
I did a show at the House of Blues on January 27th. It was me, Dougie Fresh, and Big Daddy Kane.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. That's hot. That's hot.
Was back in the 90s?
That was my first show in like 12 years.
Wow.
Was back
I'm
in the
still
90s?
tired.
Was the groupie?
Not much dancing on that one. You stood right there the whole time.
Yeah. I just dance.
What's better now for you? Today's groupies or the 90s groupies?
Well, those are early. Those 90s.
Well, from an intellectual aspect,
No, from the aspect.
From an ass.
I don't go that route. Sorry.
Well,
You don't like girls?
Oh, he told you
No,
it's
I
all
mean-
about the intellect. Johnny.
I want a smart
Bullshit.
woman.
No,
When
you
I'm on
don't.
the air, live, and people can hear me, I want a smart, intelligent woman. I
But
don't
when
care
you
about
get home,
sex and, as soon as I leave this, man.
I just want her smart enough to pull her pants down. That's all the intelligence I need.
get them below a kneecap. That's it.
All the intelligences.
I don't need all the bullshit. I'm a simple man.
Who's the nigga in the shiny
How many?
sweater? Where you get the little sunshine jacket at, Pimp?
Watch your tongue, Speedy.
Your mic don't work, Pimp. That shit don't work.
That's your mic.
Upgrade.
Speedy, that's not even a real Michael Jordan on your shirt. Like Michael Jordan.
That nigga got Jordan Sparks on his shirt.
Got Jordan Sparks on your shirt.
He got Spud Webb, Diamond Out.
So Heavy. So what was your biggest hip hop hit?
I don't know.
You don't even want
I made a lot of records,
Can
man.
I?
I did a lot of records.
Can I speak from experience?
Please do.
Let me speak from experience for all of y'all out there that's talking about y'all seen some real hip hop concerts.
Right.
You ain't seen shit. I saw Heavy D nail. I think who was you? I was in Buffalo,
Yeah, it was R. Kelly show.
and you nailed R. Kelly to the fucking wall.
Did he kick you off the tour?
Hysterical.
He wanted to. So.
I walk in. It was in Buffalo. I drive from wherever I was from. I drove all the way to Buffalo. You know you got to drive to Buffalo. You just don't.
No matter where you at.
Yeah.
You ain't just flying in the.
Right.
I'm gonna go to Buffalo and kick it.
Yeah.
At the time, but back in the day, it used to be Rick James in Buffalo. But Rick wasn't there, obviously. So I drive to Buffalo. I get there, and they say R. Kelly there, but I'm like, but my man is on the back. And Hev walked out on stage. And for it seemed like forever, you just went diddly 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 diddly, and it was like, oh shit! And you ripped that motherfucking show like it was nobody's business, and it was really hard for Robert to come on.
For who?
For Robert Kelly to come on after that because you ripped it. What about now? Because I know you still do spot.
I did my first show with you were supposed to
House of Blues. I was working.
But no, I mean now it's like Guy Black. That tell you about it. I mean, when I do it, I'm in rehearsals for 6-8 weeks. I put the same intensity. I know what I had to live up to. So
you just ain't karaoke and some shit.
No.
You just ain't got no dat.
Remember
back in the day when it was a dat player? You ain't got no fucking dat.
That's why I don't do gigs because sometimes I just want you to show, but that I can't do it. So if I can't put the band up and the dances, I ain't doing it.
So you don't Bobby Brown it at all. You don't do the Bobby Brown thing.
In Bobby's defense, Bobby still can control the stage.
Bobby can do it though.
Bobby
kills it.
Remember, nigga, at karaoke, he didn't know his words.
That's all right. I know one thing. I saw Bobby Brown in concert too. All of those cats from that era. I hate to say that era. That makes it sound like I'm
40.
It's called the golden age.
Like you 40.
The golden age.
Like you are what you are.
Yeah, I got to get out the young clothes.
Yeah. I don't know why you wearing that sunshine love jacket, nigga.
That about a bitch with this. Michael Jordan on your shirt sucking a dick.
Wow.
He's sucking a tit.
Look at some shit right here.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's not Michael Jordan.
I don't know who it is. Michelle. Michelle Jordan on his chest. So.
Anyway, Sunshine Anderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new guest, and we have a new guest.
Her name is Wow.
Please give us your thrill me with what you say and what you do, because I've seen your work.
Me too. On the way to the bathroom.
Plenty of magazines, and because of that, and I've seen you a lot of times. I had to take my computer in,
right,
because my keys got a little sticky. Because I was punching you up on the website.
My D got stuck.
Yeah, my delete got stuck. And my hard drive. Well, anyway, that's something else.
Yeah.
But please tell us who you are, because this is just crazy. And paint the picture for Radio Land so they understand what you're about.
Put your lips right by the microphone. There you go.
Watch your tone, Speedy. Don't see.
Hold it like this.
Let me fuck this chicken. Let me fuck this chicken. You just hold it.
Oh, no, let him fuck the chicken. You just eat it.
Please tell us what's going on.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bria Myles.
Ooh, and you sound nice too. Ooh,
get closer, baby.
You sound like you got so much hope, and it ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out.
When you leave, it's over.
When you leave, it's over. It ain't gonna work out. All of that hope in your voice, take it out your voice. No, go ahead, Bria. You know I know you from old school.
Yeah. What do you do, Bria Myles?
I'm a model.
Damn right.
And where could somebody have seen you working?
Well, I have a website, www.
Hold on. Say that slow.
Yeah.
It's www.
You have a website.
A website, Bria Myles, BriaMyles.com. You've probably seen me in a couple magazines, couple of videos.
No. Give us
name the magazine.
Don't you understand when you say this? People are gonna go hit this.
All right.
Literally.
All right. Well, you probably see me on Inside of Smooth, Inside of Double XL, on the cover of King, on the cover of Black Man.
Which video?
On a Black Man?
Which video's in a video?
I've been in a couple videos.
Yeah.
What videos? You're not allowed to say?
Yeah, I've been in like Twister, Trey Songz, Girl Tonight, 50 Cent, Mobb Deep, Have a Party, Marion Bow Wow. What is that song they got? Oh, Baby. Hey, Baby.
Source Awards.
Let me ask you this, Bria.
Your measurements.
What are you working on now?
Well, actually, right now, I actually just did a video game.
Take your time.
It's called. It's called It's by a company called 2K Games, and Don King is hosting it or something like that. Yeah, it's a boxing game, and I'm supposed to be one of the boxer's girlfriends.
So did they draw your ass? Right?
Well, I am going to be a virtual person, and they're going to name her Bria Myles.
Let me ask you this, Bria.
Wow.
Could you give us your measurements, please?
Yeah. My measurements are 34C, 26 waist.
Don't need that one.
And 45 in the hips.
Yes. 45 in the hips.
Coat.
45.
Thumb pop. You got a thumb pop. 45.
You gotta do Billy Williams.
One of these days, I'm sit down and have a cold coat.
Wow.
Bria, I'll tell you something else.
How old are you, Bria?
I'm 23. I'll be 24 next month. I'm having a birthday party in New York.
We don't care.
I'm just letting people know.
So young, and you got your dreams.
Yeah, she's so happy.
Your dreams ain't gonna be
Wednesday,
shit.
May 14th.
She leaving LA to go to New York to have a birthday.
by the
Once I get through with you, you ain't gonna be shit.
By the time you're 26, you'll be mine.
So are you single, Bria?
I had you down at the clinic.
Bria, you single, right? Let them know you're
I'm
single.
going to get a GED, not an STD.
Said he was clean. No, I need the blue pill.
And the shot.
Again.
And the shot.
Again.
Bria, how did you get into modeling?
Well,
Shit, keep it
I know
real.
y'all not gonna honestly sit here and just make it seem like my ass is the only reason why I got into modeling.
You really want
Yes, we are. Sorry.
Yes. No, you
Y'all
cute.
are
You cute as a
foul.
motherfucker. But
Cute is for babies.
Oh. Well, you do have a grown ass. Well, you got a baby back ass.
No, Bria, to be honest, you are very beautiful.
Yeah.
And you know what? And you take.
Thank you,
take-
honey.
You are
Thank
really-
you, Diamond.
God damn it! Let me give you the compliment before I change it.
Okay, go.
And say you ain't shit.
I'm sorry.
Stinking ass.
big ass. You got to put big in it.
Sloppy. No,
Okay, go ahead.
you do a lot for dark skinned girls, and I'm gonna tell you something. I was shooting a video, and I said I gotta have a dark moment, because no, seriously, because it's all this halfway rumors about me and the white girls. And shit.
Bullshit.
You don't
Bullshit.
I heard
there's some bullshit.
What was the rumors, Fox? What was the rumors?
Something about me hitting a lot of
White
bunnies or
girls.
some shit.
That was your publicist,
And I'm like,
Jamie.
they all my publicists. Anytime you see me with some white girl, they my publicist. But so I really needed to have a dark moment in my video, and the director was like, nah. And I went, what are you talking about? Now, mind you, my sister, you see my sister same color as you.
Right.
My makeup artist, same color as you.
Yeah.
I got some other, I got my chocolate team right
All
here.
right.
And when he said, nah,
everybody,
my sister was like, motherfucker. So I had to call LaShawna. I had to call LaShawna from Ethnicity Models and say, please send me some chocolate girls down. And it was really an issue. So how do you feel about that when they say that you're more of the field?
You know,
more of the what?
Field.
Yeah, she's not in the house.
Oh, not in the house.
Right. Right.
Got me on that motherfucker. The cotton picker, not the cotton presser.
Right.
Is that tough for you? When you see Black, do you get upset or is it still camaraderie?
No. It's all good because I like beautiful woman is just a beautiful woman. But when I get comments like, "Oh, you're pretty to be dark skinned," that kind of makes me mad because it's like, am I not pretty just because? You know, is it just like, oh, to be a dark skinned girl? Like, there are beautiful dark skinned girls, there are beautiful white girls, there are beautiful light skinned girls, mixed girls, everything. So,
and girls with ass.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Stay focused.
You say you were pretty because you're pretty for a dark skinned girl? Is that what it is?
Oh, I get that so much.
Yeah, those comments come all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Why do they say that?
Yeah, I would have never said that.
You know, a lot of guys that I've dated, like, past before have really never dated a dark skinned girl. Like, I've always been the first dark skinned girl that they've ever dated.
You know, you are really the first jigaboo I've ever talked with. You the first monkey I've ever just had all out in public. You know what I'm saying?
You kind of fine for a spear chunker.
Let me get you something to drink. Could I get a banana daiquiri?
With a watermelon chaser, please.
Oh, that's the joke of the day, Bud Light. Joke of the day. That's the string of it because we drink Bud Light because of the drinkability. Where drinkability meets
the availability meets the perfect drink.
There it is.
Gives you drinkability. I said, think about it, Speedy.
There it is. Hey, so that's amazing. Now, Black, how do you feel about it? Do you have that problem, or do they give you a pass because you're?
She more like light black.
They give you a pass because you're Cubana. You know.
I mean, I think she's a beautiful girl. Like, you know, she's
you
very
don't
pretty.
really like her.
She's a beautiful bitch. I mean, girl, she's a beautiful girl.
Yeah, she is.
Thank you, Black. You are too.
Thank you.
Oh, shit. Wait a minute. How would you feel about love? Put your jacket back on. Put your jacket back on, Fox. Shit.
Jamie, stop rubbing your
Jamie,
nipples.
put your belt back on.
Yeah, just saying, don't speak like that. You know, I got.
We already have cops.
So anyway, so ladies, what I would like to do is to just put it out there. If you guys aren't busy in the next few days,
where they gonna be?
We can sort of get together and talk about things. I have a ranch
Right.
not too far from here. It's 40 acres. It's avocados, 18,000 square feet.
Harmonious.
I've said this before.
I have an Italian cook, Jerome Scacagrazzi or something like that.
Tony Soprano.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to bring into the room. We have a legend in the next room who is coming in right now. We're going to take a break and we're going to play some of his music right now. We're going to come back with him because I know Hev has to get away.
I got to go pick up my little mama.
Pick up your little mama, man. That's great. Oh, look at you. Just got some pussy right there. You know exactly what to say. Yeah, I gotta go be responsible for my little dog.
Pick up my child.
Go braid her hair.
Get away from these
Heavy
heathens.
D's in the face with more bounce to the ounce. I need to hear that.
Yeah,
I
Heavy
need to
D's
hear
in the
that.
back.
That to me was like I used to come out to that on stage.
Yep.
She's so cute.
Thank you.
He's showing pictures and everything.
Oh man, beautiful, beautiful.
You done came up on the chocolate there. Have you came up on chocolate?
Yeah, that's my sperm.
Have you been?
So play Heavy D's in effect with more bounce in the house. Heavy D's got a breakout, but we love it. And then we're gonna bring in a legend.
Legendary.
Give it up for Heavy D.
Heavy D. Give me that more bounce in the house.
8772-10616. Call it.
In
the house.
We have only the most beautiful chocolate girls, the most beautiful beige, light-skinned girls.
Tangerine
we have
color.
the most beautiful of everything, and we
Yes, we
only
do.
mess with. This is Legends, y'all. We didn't even announce this. It's
No.
Legends Day today.
He just showed up.
It's Legends Day. Give you my mind. Why you wanna hurt me? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen. gentlemen, we have a legend in the house.
Who's in the house,
Mr. Charlie Wilson.
Hey. What up?
And looking good.
What up?
Damn.
Hey, Charlie, let me first of all, let me say this, Charlie.
What?
For all of that you've gone through
Yeah.
in your life,
Yeah.
and it's, we won't get into all the colorful things,
Yeah.
but you look fabulous, man.
Thanks,
and
man.
I just want to say this, is that I'm so happy to be able to sit here with you now, knowing what you've gone through, but knowing
Yeah.
the beauty of your music, man.
Yeah.
And I know you're working on an album, and we just actually featured on a song together.
Yeah.
We did it the high tech way, where I was in the studio
Yeah.
and got on it and
Yeah.
didn't get a chance to work with you, but
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get a chance to work
Oh, for
together
sure.
on my album.
Yeah.
But talk about the new music right now.
Man, my music, I'm keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I even did a record with Snoop. And it was like, you got it? Oh, it's funky, man. I had to dip back in my old way of doing things.
Right.
And I just put Snoop on the joint. It's called Let It Out.
Wow.
But I'm keeping it real, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of lives out to live. You know what I'm saying? It's like, these kids know Uncle Charlie is Charlie last name Wilson. That's all they know me from.
Wow.
So I have to appease them, and then the fans, the Gap fans, the people that know Charlie Wilson for so many years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I have to please them. So I got to stay in that fence right there. I got to stand on top of that fence and hand records on this side, hand records on that side, and we try to do it right way. You know what I'm saying?
Get it.
Yeah.
And you know what? What's
been successful
amazing,
at it though.
What's a testimony to your staying power? I mean, we're talking about some decades of being still wanted and sought after. When people are doing records right now, these young kids that are 18, 19, we need to get Charlie on this record. But talk about this. Talk about the origin of where you come from. Like where did it all start, man? That's what we want to know.
It was in the front room.
Wow.
In the front room. You know, my mother, she played piano. Rest in peace, my mom. I love my mom. I buried in January.
Play something underneath it, man, please.
But she was my mother was the state minister of music, Oklahoma Northwest, for like 49 years. She was like, you know what I'm saying? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But anyway, it started from the living room, and I was a little boy, 3 years old. My mama teaching me how to play, teaching me how to sing, teaching me gospel songs, and then taught me how to play trumpet. And then, so me and my brothers, we all had a group. She played the piano. We all three of us sang. So I was the littlest one. So they handed me the mic to sing the solos. You know, my oldest brother, he was getting a little older, so he was like, I ain't trying to do that, you know. So I had to, you know, walking through the church with the microphone and knocking folks standing all up and doing that whole thing, you know, saying and coming from that. So my brothers, my sister, and my littlest brother Robert, who played the bass for the Gap Band, he was just too young, but we had the instruments in the house and learning, and the records that we used to listen to, the Sam Cooke records and Curtis Mayfield records and James Brown and Little Stevie Wonder and those
beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? You know, man, so we had that. That's where we come from, and was listening to those records and started writing our own records at a very early age. Wow. You know, they didn't take off that, you know, but we was writing them, you know. We thought we was writing them. We thought we was writing them.
So then when it did take off, I mean, talk about the places you've gone. I know you've been all over the world.
Oh, for sure. For sure. We've been everywhere, man. You name country, we've been there.
I know. You've been to Japan.
Yeah, everywhere. It's been amazing ride for me and my brothers at Gap Band. It's been a crazy ride, man. I've been having a good time in life. Right. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to like, why you tell people that you used to be on drugs? I'm like, dude, let me just tell you something. If I don't tell you I've been on drugs, then if your ass on drugs, you ain't gonna never get off drugs. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about some of the darkest times that you had, man.
Man, let me tell you something.
And who helped you to get through that?
Let me tell you something. I can just say this here. This sounds gonna sound a little strange to some people, but I went from rags to riches, riches to rags, rags to the curve, and curve to homeless. I mean, Jamie, when I tell you that the situation that I was in was the cardboard box, where I'm saying like the shopping carts with the little plastic around it, and with the little with the cardboard boxes for the bed and the brick for the pillow. When the homeless people took care of me for a couple of years, and I'm down there, you know, smoked out nothing, had nothing. And there wasn't no way up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody took everything from me.
And do you think, but for one, I understand this by being in the business, that when you are shining so bright, a lot of times people don't really view you as being human. They view you almost superhuman. So when you did, I understand about deconstruction and reconstruction.
Right.
So in that deconstructive time, who was the friends, or was it no one, or
no? Absolutely.
Wow. Or were they upset with you? Because I've had a situation where I've had to save some of my family members from the crack pipe, and I was very upset with them, and I shut them out. I wrote one letter to my stepfather and say, yo, you get your life together. I said, you get out of jail, I'll take care of you. And then that's what I had to do. And a lot of people don't know how tough that is. So do you think they got angry with you?
I went to man, I've been to 7 rehabs. I went to rehab every time somebody in my family asked me to go. I did go.
Right.
But I wasn't ready to quit getting high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I went 30 days, get back out. But 1 week later, I was like, see you later, sucker. I
don't want to throw you back into some shit.
No. You know what I'm saying? You got to throw a lot of shit, because I'm 13 years clean. I ain't saying you can't go back, but 13 years of my life are just water.
Wow.
Straight water.
That's great, man.
No slip ups.
Man.
Not one.
13 years of my life, all magnums. I don't go raw at all, Charlie.
You don't go raw.
13 years. I stopped going. I went up in that clinic for the last time. Talking about I'm burning. The last time I did it, and I went 13 years covered up. I ain't going raw no more.
But I had a cousin who I used to get high with. And she came and saw me one day, and she started crying. I said, what you crying for? She said, I didn't even recognize you, cuz. She was just crying. I was like, so what? Give me a hint. And I was like, yeah, you look high yellow. You ain't got no marks. She said, man, I'm 3 years. I said, it's been 3 years already, cuz. I said, I ain't seen you in 3 years. She just broke down. She said, you got to come go with me now, or you going to die. I was like, what you talking about, girl? I'm straight. He's like, cuz, you don't look right. You don't look. I weighed 100, maybe 115 pounds, 115 pounds. That was about it. You see what I'm saying? So, I let her talk me into it. Yeah. And, so I ain't had no money to get in there.
Right.
So it cost like $15,000 to get in there. I ain't had no money. Wow. So it was like, she talked to this lady that was the head of the rehab.
Yeah.
She talked to this lady, said, you gotta help my cousin out. We gotta let him in here. So they had the waiting for beds was like the 3,000 bed unit. Was waiting for weeks and months, so they snuck me in. Right. They snuck me in. And, so after, I'm in there for only 28 days. I ain't had no money. So they was sneaking me in, and I got in there, and of course, I'm in there. My hair was blonde. A blonde head crackhead. You ever see a blonde crackhead? You ever seen a blonde crackhead?
I'm glad I didn't run into you, dog. I'd have been 30 minutes on you. I'd have made you go back to this shit, man. You nigga, go ahead and kill yourself.
Go kill yourself.
You're looking like that.
So it was like that. So I ended up, so I ended up for 14 of those days, man. I was trying to remember who Charlie Wilson was. Wow. And Gap Band. So I was trying to sign autographs. I was trying to be that person. Right. And on that 15th day, I remember I was listening to somebody. I said, man, who the hell is that fine? I said, man, she been in like 90 days. I'm like, damn, she fine. She said, this is what she used to look like. Oh my God. Oh, no, that ain't the same girl. I said, yes, it is. Yeah. And I went in the classroom, and because the lady said, man, Mr. Wilson, you ain't been going to class or nothing for 14 days. We ain't been doing nothing. I said, I got this. I'm straight. At 15th day, I went in there and just broke down. Wow. Started crying. I just broke down. I was trying to tell people about me, and so I remember them last 15 days, the last 14 days or whatever it was, 13 days. I remember myself trying so hard to grab a hold of something for life. Something that I could hold on to that could take me out of this. I said, Lord, if you be the same God that my mom and them been praying, and my daddy been a preacher all these years, that you gonna have to help me with this one, because I'm telling you, I cannot do this by myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so I remember I had brought some cocaine in the building with me. Wow.
You was a cold pig.
Watch this.
They sneaking you in. You
sneak in and fuck the whole rehab. But the people teaching you got them high. We gonna cancel class tomorrow.
So I'm looking for the rock. And I'm looking and I see something I remember praying and I see all this glittery stuff. I had a pipe too, and I'm looking for it. I said, man, I can't find. And I just know either God had to crack that pipe in 1,000 pieces and that rock disappeared. I swear. Because if they'd have found that drugs in that room, they'd have kicked me out. I know nobody found it. But I remember seeing something glittery on the floor. So that thousands of pieces. But anyway, I remember the last week I'm in there, so this lady came walking down the hall. She said, Mr. Wilson, I want to talk to you. I said, yes, ma'am. She came and said, what are you going to do when you get out of here? Wow. I broke down again. I said, I don't have nowhere to go. I swear I don't have nowhere to go, you know? So she said, if you're serious about being clean and sober, I will buy you a house.
Wow. How great.
I said, ma'am.
That's an angel, man.
I said, ma'am, she said, I won't let your feet hit the ground. That's if you're serious about buying a house, if you're serious about being clean and sober. Right. And so I said, okay, now that stayed with me for a couple of days. And I remember on that Wednesday, she said, I'll tell you what. She come back, she said, I want to go take you somewhere. We're going to take a pass. I'm going to take you, look for you, for a place for you. Right. So I was like, man, God. We went looking, she got me that pass, and we went looking, and I'm going to show you how stupid the devil is all of me. I'm looking for a 15,000 square foot house.
Nigga,
broke ass.
Who's going to maintain?
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for the biggest house I can find. Boy, every time she showed me, I'm 3-car garage, 5-bedroom, 7. I don't like that. She was the 3-bedroom. I said, I don't like that. I'm looking, so something, bing, I mean, my head was ringing. I was, let's go back to the first one. So I went back to the first house and, ma'am, I appreciate you. This house, I'll take this house right here. And I said, but I don't have no furniture. She said, we're going to go over the weekend and I'll buy you some furniture. She put the furniture in my house. And I said, well, I don't have a car.
Wow.
She said, she had a Mercedes. She said, I'm not going to buy you a car for the only reason why is because I just think that you're going to, your subconscious is going to take you back to the places that you used to go if you have a car. You just only like 20-something days clean and sober. You're going to get in the car and it's automatic. You're going to go straight to these places, you know. So I said, the weekend, we getting ready to do a show, and my first show, and I always had something to drink or something. Yeah. And so I asked her to go with me. She said, okay, I'll go. And so I said, this lady, I was like, you've been so nice to me.
She really had.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think, did you hit
I'm thinking, where is she now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is my, that lady, she's right there. I met her. It's 15 years. That's the lady. Yeah, I hit it.
You got any sister?
Yeah, sister. Oh, yeah. But I'm saying, that's the woman that I asked.
You better get on this microphone.
My wife is Persian.
Give her a mic.
Yeah, she probably couldn't say a few something.
That's a beautiful story, Charlie.
It really is.
Let's get right here.
It really is.
I remember you were telling that story at Snoop's wedding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Renewing of the vows.
Yeah.
I thought that was very beautiful.
Yeah, it's like this is what I had, I mean, I had nothing and no one to depend on, and from nothing to back to having so many things of what I always want to do is to make records again and just do the right thing, and she was just my inspiration, and the lady who just helped sing.
Could you introduce her right now?
Ladies and gentlemen, my wife, her name is Maheen.
Give her a applause. Let's give her some love.
Thank you, Maheen.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So she's been right there with me so many years.
So Maheen, talk about what you saw in him that made you want to reach out and save this person's life, because I know that's a huge responsibility.
Well, when I saw him, I saw a good person. He had a good heart, and I really didn't know who he is. And I mean, I didn't know nothing about his background, but the good heart, and I think God was talking to me, and I knew that he's in a need of help, so I thought, that would be the best way to help him, because he had really nobody. I mean, he had an attorney that was taking his checks, and he had nobody.
I remember the day I was getting ready to get out. And I remember a check coming for, I don't know, it was a small check, maybe $30,000.
That ain't small.
But I'm telling you, listen to what I'm saying. I was so happy because I was like, have some money when I get out. Homeboy said, no, hell no, y'all owe me this money.
Wow.
He straight took the money, and I was like, dude, you can't, and he said, and I was asking him, I said, well, how can he do this? You gave him power of attorney? I was like, but because I was, I had to. I had to.
But now we.
I couldn't find you, and I've been paying your bills. I'm like, what bills, dude? What the hell? I've been on the street for 2 years. What are you talking about?
Wow. But now you're on the good side of it. You're on the good side. We in a good place.
Oh yeah,
got the music playing in the background.
Oh yes, it's a happy thing.
Sing, you found your angel.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
yeah,
your angel. Has somebody seen my angel? Yes,
yes, I did.
We gonna take a song and we gonna come right back, man, and we gonna get into
Charlie Wilson.
Snoop and Charlie. We're gonna do this song. Snoop D-O-double-G and Charlie Wilson. We got it right here.
Called Let It Out.
It's called Let It Out. It's an exclusive. Drop a bomb. Oh, we don't do that. Drop a bomb on it anyway.
Yo, son. Call in for Charlie Wilson.
Charlie, what was that song y'all played at Snoop's wedding?
Yeah. Oh, there goes my baby.
Snoop Dogg. Oh, I want that.
Oh, you want
that?
Yeah. It's called Let It Out, right?
Let It Out.
They had that early in the morning vibe.
Oh, yes, it is.
Now, let me ask you a question. I grew up here in L.A., and I remember you guys playing at a club called Total Experience back in the day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Total Experience.
Total Experience. That was indeed a total experience. I went through that whole thing.
Man.
From all of that. The whole experience. I went through the experience, all right.
Yes.
So that's some hit records, though.
So when's the album coming out?
I think about probably late summer.
What's the name of it?
Man, I don't know.
We ain't worked on that yet.
I'm working on that. If Super Sexy stick, then we're gonna call it Super Sexy.
You should call it Rare Form.
Rare Form.
That's high, man.
Now, how did my Name Charlie album do?
I
love that album. It's off the chain.
We're going with that one.
That's hot.
Yeah,
that's hot.
Yeah, for sure.
And no words.
Yeah, that was like no.
No, my favorite song, I swear to God, is "My Sun Doesn't Shine."
Oh no, Without You. Yeah.
That one brought me to tears. I mean, I'll admit it did.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Can you go to tears now? Can you do it now?
You know what?
Talk about now. Do you still hook up with what's going on?
Brothers?
The brothers and everything.
Oh yeah,
like that.
we still play together. You know, my brothers is like, you know, man, you have to you right now you own the plate, so you got to continue doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I finally got a chance to talk them into Let's Go Charlie and the Gap Band on the tour, you know, do some shows, you know, together, and so we've been thinking about doing it, you know.
Listen, can I say something to you?
We got the first show coming up, and
can I say something?
Yeah.
Don't think about it. When y'all do that, everybody is gonna come see that show.
Yeah.
The minute because there's nothing better. This you can learn from Page from the White Boys. When the police got back together, it is nothing like that, because that spirit of, for one, seeing that togetherness, we're happy that you're together,
exactly,
and we're gonna get all those the hits that we grew up with, and then them being able to watch you do your solo thing. That right there's the move. I've been talking to them Tony niggas for so long, saying if y'all don't, they still trying to it's just Tony, and then
Tony.
it's just Tony over here. Tony. No, y'all need to get back together.
I was talking the same thing the other night. I was
and for whatever reason, and if you know, like, life is short, man. But if y'all do that, you said the first show. I cut you off. Your first show.
It's May the 9th here at the Greek.
Coming up.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna be there.
You need a comic on the show?
You need a comic. Let's Speedy. Speedy.
Go on up in there, Speedy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on up in there.
Let Speedy open up. I'll take care. I'll pay Speedy.
I just want to
know y'all working with a budget.
You know the budget. We work with the budget. You know how it is.
I know how it is.
I just want to say, Charlie, you're one of my personal favorites. I think you killing all these young cats out there, and even your music, you have the ability to stay with the times and still keep it hot. And please keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Well, I heard they said, well, you know, Super Sexiness. What Jamie would get on. I was like, okay. Then a few months went by. And I'm like, well, where the hell his ass at? You know what I'm saying? His ass ain't calling me. I ain't talking. And all of a sudden, I hear this. Yo, Charlie, I know you great, but you ain't gonna do this right. How the hell you just? He straight just went took the song. I'm like,
but you know what it is?
What made you go do that, Jamie?
It's technology. And for one, they told me
I love it.
I got a chance to be on a record with Charlie Wilson. There's nothing more gratifying than to be on a record with your heroes, that you sit up and you try to terribly try to mock their style, and you do it terribly. But to be on the record with you now, I know we living in the days of technology.
I had
to do it over in LA, and you were probably somewhere. You all right?
You all right, baby? You're jumping up there.
Spilled the drink.
She must have seen something.
Seen a little something. I saw she was looking down when she was looking to the left.
Snakes on the plate.
Going for the reach around.
On the plate.
Get you another sip. I'll become more attractive. But I was just happy to be on there, and LaRonda, who runs our music division here, said it'd be a great thing, great look. I said without question, and then of course T-Pain, who's burning up everything, is just at the top of his game. So I thought it was great.
Man, you did a hell of a job. I don't know if y'all. He did a hell of a job on that Super Sexy.
Well, we're gonna play Super Sexy right now. R-A-T.
Right now. Super Sexy.
And if you have a question for Charlie Wilson, call in 8772-106-106.
Yeah.
Aaron Hall, call in.
Don't wanna tell me why you're not there and they're not mine. Can't keep off my mind.
Keep singing. Give me singing.
Oh, super sexy, yeah. Shabba-dabba-dee-dee-dee, oh,
keep going.
Yeah. Oh, superwoman. Oh, yeah.
Charlie Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Super sexy.
Superwoman.
What you doing, Johnny?
Super sexy. Yeah.
You're sexy.
Be careful, Speedy will come out. Speedy will come out on some music.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get it any better than this.
Pull over in your car and listen.
Charlie Wilson.
Charlie Wilson.
Sing it, Charlie.
Can I make a bathroom trip?
Yeah, right over here in my head.
You gotta go pee, ladies.
You gotta be.
You just ovulated.
You gotta be wet, right?
Oh my God.
You gotta sing My Name's Charlie. You gotta hit that.
Oh, keep up.
Yeah, hit that.
keep going.
Hey, girl.
There it is.
How you doing? My name is Charlie.
Hey.
Last name Wilson.
What?
I was wondering, I could take you
Yes, you
out,
can.
show you a good time, invite you to my house. Here is my number, girl, you can call me. Don't forget it, babe. The name is Charlie. Oh, hey, girl.
That's what we want to hear, Charlie. Oh my goodness. That's the kind of stuff we want to hear.
Hey, girl.
Go ahead, Jamie.
How you do?
Go ahead, Jamie.
Is your screw away?
Yes.
How many you doing?
Charlie, so how do you feel about like some of the imitators out there that bite your style?
Oh,
Who you talking about?
Oh, you talking about Aaron Hall?
I'm gonna say
talking about Aaron Hall.
Wait a minute. I was at Jamie. I'm not Jamie's. Snoop's.
You was at my crib. Ride the pony.
Wait. I was at. Wait, let me say this.
Showing your.
I was at Snoop's renewing of the vows.
Yeah.
And Charlie got up there with Teddy Riley, and they did a couple of guy songs, and Charlie actually sang Aaron's lead and ripped it and tore it up.
Yeah, but I think I had to step in on that. It's like Aaron Hall, who's a friend of mine,
Pitbull
is not that was the way he developed, like Kobe and Michael Jordan. It's like that's what he watched, and that was his. I don't think that Aaron went like, oh, I'm gonna just try to.
But it was close. It's close.
Imitation is a form of flattery.
It's close though.
Yeah. No, I
R. Kelly was the one that was more.
He stole.
R. Kelly. I saw R. Kelly
in that jacket.
Go.
I saw R. Kelly take Aaron's song from him while he was on stage. Took his whole style, the whole nine. Aaron Hall went to the bathroom, came back, and it was the bump and grind to it. Whoa, wait a minute. What the fuck is
That nigga got a speech.
Are you trying to say that he stutters?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but I don't think that anybody's trying to steal. No. I just think it's the biggest form of flattery, man. Because
the greatest form of flattery.
No, I think to answer your question, I think I'm very, very much flattered about the fact that someone was listening to me sing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think
that's great.
I got all that.
So whatever they could get from that. I had people that I listened to when I was coming up, and would take some of that, take a piece of that.
So you weren't angry? You weren't angry at all?
Hell yeah! No.
Well, how did you?
No, it was not. That was just I was when I first heard Jam. Oh, Jam!
Sing it.
I swear I could Jam.
Sing it.
Charlie gonna get. You know what I'm saying? I swear.
Wow.
I could have swore that.
So you was the other dude and guy?
I just knew. I thought my brother said, "Man, you done sung something somewhere." And I was like, "Yeah, maybe somebody took some bits and pieces from something I've done, But I heard like it was bits and pieces that was getting me, and I was like, "No, that ain't me." Wait a minute, that sounded like me. It was when I first heard, that and that.
Give it to me.
It was that record was hot. Those records.
Did you ever get a chance to talk to those guys about,
Oh yeah, we were best of friends now. Yeah, I mean, Aaron, me and Aaron is real tight. We're real tight. As a matter of fact, I was talking to him and about coming back and hear him coming back. And R. Kelly, he was coming. I was like, dude, don't let this guy put another record out. If you're you need to come on now.
Oh, that was back in the day?
Yeah, and then I heard, I don't see nothing wrong. I said, oh, shit.
I don't see nothing wrong.
If the girl is only 9, I don't see nothing wrong.
Giving her some of this wine.
Y'all see, I didn't say that.
We ain't shit.
We ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit.
We ain't shit. It ain't me.
Y'all ain't shit for saying that.
I ain't shit. But I can't really talk about that because me and R. Kelly have a song.
And you worked with her on that one album. How was that working?
I don't.
Oh, it was cool working with Robert.
I got the tape.
He's a very, very, very incredible producer and writer. This guy know how.
I'm just saying.
This guy know how to write and produce songs.
He really is one of the top writers and producers, probably top 5 of all time.
He is incredible.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Whatever,
to do those records and write in crayon, it's got to be a miracle. To write those songs in crayon, I swear to God.
On the chalkboard. Write all that shit on the chalkboard.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you talk about R. Kelly. He just did a record for me now.
I can't let y'all.
I heard it delivered to you in a lunchbox. It was Wonder Woman.
See, I'm not gonna listen to this. Y'all talk about my boy.
I'm not gonna sit here and just let you talk about my man.
I'm not saying nothing. He got a new song I call "You Remind Me of My Niece." That's
no.
It may hit the record, it may not.
Now, I'm not finna go listen to
Johnny Mack, I'm not finna sit here and let you talk about a personal friend of mine who just did a track for me now.
No. I'm just saying, Fox, he got some songs out.
What?
Right. She was born in 95.
No.
What else, Johnny Mack? What else?
It's just a hit.
Johnny Mack.
There's some more.
Johnny Mack. Listen, I'm gonna tell you one more time. No more jokes.
Nigga, your album should be called Recess, nigga.
Oh, shit. Dodgeball.
And that would have to be the Bud Light record of the year, right there.
Yeah, it gotta be.
Gotta be the Bud Light record.
Bud Light song here. Drinkability, Bud Light, where availability meets
a perfect drink.
Drinkability. Bud Light. We gotta get our commercials together. Yeah. Anyway, so
R. Kelly, write us one.
Yeah. So Charlie, I want to say this. I commend you, Mr. Wilson, for coming on and talking so honestly about the dark times.
Yeah.
Hopefully, to anybody out there that's listening, that is teetering on that fence of what should I do and what should I not do.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you this: that Mr. Wilson, the 13 years that he's been clean and sober, that those are the most enriched 13 years of his life.
Sure.
And for a person like myself who's dealt with people in that situation and having to save their life, if it is your family, give them a chance, man, and stick with them.
Yeah.
And the thing is like this: once you do take upon that responsibility, you got to be there for the long haul, and to see your wife and the people that you have around you, it's a great thing, man. Angels, nothing but angels.
Angels, absolutely.
You can stick around. We got a legend, a legend that's gonna walk. When I told you today is Legends Day, we got Black, we got chocolate.
What's your name, baby?
Bria.
I
can't believe you, Jamie.
Y'all got dark chocolate, you got light chocolate.
House.
You ain't never hit. You've been to my house, but the thing is,
not like that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
She ain't been in a special room. I played with your balls.
I swallowed.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Wow.
Johnny, you are foul.
What? No, I'm just.
Listen,
foul.
we
That's
got
my
legends
fantasy.
in here. We got Bria. We got
It's
Black.
gonna stay a
We got
fantasy,
Charlie
too.
Wilson. We have legends in here.
Legends.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Damn, I just ain't shit today. No, Diamond, you are.
Diamond, you are. You just should have
are.
put in
You
earlier
are.
on.
Yeah, you had the chance.
You had your
Waited too late,
chance.
yeah.
We've gotten used to it.
Not used to you. Yeah.
I said,
You are. You special though.
Can I ask Charlie one more question before
Please
you go? Charlie,
I'm going to tell you who we got.
Wait,
Just looking out of the window.
James Evans?
Thinking how it all looked at me die. Oh yeah. Keeping your head above water. Come on, Charlie. Making a way. Go, Charlie. Go, Charlie. Temporary layoff. Good time. Yeah, ready rip off. Scratching and somebody. John Amos. We got. No, not JJ. John Amos. We got Kunta.
Daddy Evans.
We got Kunta. We got Kunta without the foot.
We got the pop up in this mother.
Dad, is it? Yeah. I'm gonna do. Fox, can I have the list, man? Can I work this? Mr. Evans, we did.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Amos has just entered the building.
We did in the house together, and I was on one of the scenes with you, and you were my dad. My dad was you, and we used to watch.
Some money now, son.
I'm gonna need something. It's a little bad around here. Mr. Amos.
DNA before
When we would watch Good Time, my dad was you. He didn't play. He didn't take that shit. And we would watch the show, and I literally saw my father in you when we did the show. And my father had just passed at the time. And I'm telling you, he was finna do some fucked up shit.
I was finna Joan to say he didn't have a dad. He said he passed.
But no, it helped me through because it was like working with my father at that time. And I tell you, man, we would watch Good Times, and that was the most real show I had ever seen in my life. So
that was the most gratifying thing about doing that role was the response I've gotten from young men and women, but young men of just about every ethnic stripe.
Yeah.
They come to me at one point or another and say, "You were the dad that I never had." That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Real good feeling.
Yeah, And when you used to grab your belt, my daddy always pulled his off. He never just grabbed the
Well, this was TV. I couldn't pull mine off and do it the way I wanted.
And
are you mean for real?
I have 2 children and a granddaughter, and they might testify to that fact.
Because every time, I said, man, it seemed like you're everybody's father. Like if I would have seen, like even when I went out there, I feel like if I got out of line, you might collar me.
Well, I had to tell this. I was just sharing a story with this gentleman outside that I was doing a play some time ago back in New York, and the young actor who was in the play, I won't call his name or the production, he digressed from the script, but the words were those of August Wilson, which I felt we should pay honor to by being observant of every syllable. And he chose to digress, so I had to tell him one day, I said, look, you about 30 years younger than me, but I got one good ass whipping left in me. You can have it. Now, you might whip me, but you will qualify for handicap parking. So, I got a little bit of it.
Because you have used to be a
Geraldton Productions presents in this corner.
Daddy Evans.
You used to be a boxer.
Yeah. I tried that, but I woke up one day and couldn't eat no grits or oatmeal or nothing else. I said, I can't do this no more.
Still got skills, though.
Let me ask you this.
Keep me out of trouble.
Okay.
Mr. Amos, what has been the most gratifying work that you've done in your illustrious career?
Boy, that's a good one, Jamie. I'd have to say Roots.
Roots.
And the reason being, please, go ahead.
Yeah.
But that's not for me. That's for Alex Haley, who took the time. Go ahead and do the thing. Hold the baby up. Hold the baby up.
Behold, the only thing greater than thyself. How do you remember this?
I remember the whole thing, baby. That was
we were beating the white kids in school when that movie came out.
We whooped some white kids' ass on that one. After I watched Roots, I whooped some white boys' ass on that one.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Let me share this with you. A week after Roots aired, I was driving down Santa Monica Freeway. It's my right hand up.
And a brother who had to weigh every bit of 350 pulled up alongside of me in a piece of Detroit steel and said, "Hey, man, roll your window down." So I rolled the window down. He said, "Hey, man, pull over. I want to talk with you." So I pulled over. The brother got out the car rocked for a couple of minutes. I ain't lying to you. Came over and leaned on my car and said, "Man, I want you to know something, man. I watched that Roots thing where they cut your foot off. I got so upset I went and got a 38 and shot my TV."
Wow. Shit.
I said, "Well, you ain't looking for me to buy you a new TV, are you?"
They ain't do that.
Who was that, John Chaney?
The brother was truly disturbed by that scene.
Yeah.
It was.
I would say Roots would be the most gratifying thing I ever had, Jimmy, because it was vindication for every African American who's had a history denied, implied that all fathers left their families. Kunta stayed the course with his family the way John Amos Sr., my daddy, stayed the course with his. So I'm happy and proud to have been a part of that.
Yeah. But you know what? Talk about that. Was it a backlash after that, as far as socially and maybe in the business, or what did
in
they
the
do?
business? I'll quote Gary Deeb, who was writing for he was writing. I almost slipped into idiomatic speech here for a minute. He was writing for the one of the major Chicago papers, and he said, had this been any other industry, after the success of Roots, everyone in the cast should have enjoyed all the concomitant offers and film offers. None of us, and with the exception perhaps of Louis Gossett Jr., who went on to win the Academy Award, and justifiably so for an officer and a gentleman, none of us got nothing. Meanwhile, there were 3 or 4 shows featuring dolphins, gorillas, chimpanzees. Bonzo goes back to college for his master's.
The bullshit.
Y'all ain't gonna do right. Y'all just ain't gonna do right.
So what do you think? Let me ask you this: we're in a situation now, where we could do things about it, right?
Oh, you are exemplary with that. And I'm not just stroking you because I'm on your show. The diversification of roles that you showed, and I won't tip your mitt about your latest endeavor, but I hear you weed on the bushes on this one.
Thank you.
Okay. On the solos, I'm trying to be nice, even if it's serious radio.
So, Fox, we going back to Oxford?
Huh?
Hold on, Speedy. Oscar Mayer.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Trying to get to that craft service,
but that's amazing. That I actually talked to Mr. Gossett. He came into the room with Miss Nichols from the Star Trek series, and of course I'm going to get your number and I'm going to call you like I do him and everybody else. But while he was in there, and I wonder if you agree with this, we were talking about T.I., we were talking about Michael Vick, we were talking about all these young African Americans that had money and was sort of squandering it. And Mr. Gossett looked at us and said, "It's a waste of time." He said, "What are you so angry about?" He said when he worked and after he got his Oscars, he didn't work at all. And he said that basically we were really squandering a lot of the things that we have. Do you agree with that?
Well, I can't speak for anybody other than John Amos.
Right.
All I can say is that all the concomitant success that should have come our way and the concomitant rewards that should have come our way, the entire cast, those of color did not enjoy that. Wow. The Ed Asners, the other recipients of awards and trophies, and they did, but the inequities in the business became so obvious in that it was written about by the more liberal, if you would, or the more sensitive correspondents around the country. They acknowledged the fact that this was almost blasphemous to take the work of Alex Haley, to have it made into a miniseries by David Walper. And the numbers are still staggering. And then I began to realize as time went by, we had been diminished from the #1 watch show of all time to #2 behind an episode of Dallas in which JR got shot. By now, we might be down around below Fear Factor. I don't know, man. I mean, but I'm just saying that's the business. And that's the racist element that still exists in the industry. But thank God there are young directors. There are young actors like yourself, the Denzels, the others who have reached that point. They realize the only reason that you standing there is because some other brothers went in front. You stand on their shoulders. They cut the grass the elephant grass with butter knives.
Wow.
Y'all got a putting green to walk on now.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit.
Okay.
If you have any questions for Mr. John Amos, please call in right now.
877-2-106-106.
This is absolutely amazing, man. We always come in here with nothing but bullshit on our mind. And
Not
to
me.
come in
I came
here
with some real shit.
and to really be blessed with two legends and to really have your spirit talk to us, because a lot of times I just think that we don't hear it enough. I know that you're busy with all that you do, but man, to drop in on us every once in a while and to just give us that, because we never hear it, never get a chance to hear it. Somebody else?
No,
especially Johnny Mack.
Yeah, I don't get to hear much.
Now, where can we see you? What are you working on now?
Well, I'm working on some things that are directly related to the business, i.e. when the Katrina disaster happened, and I realized the administration's total apathy towards those people and everything that had happened to them down there. I said, well, what can I do as a human being and as an African American? Most of the victims were people of color. Randy Newman, of all people, some years ago recorded a song called Louisiana 1927, in which he very eloquently bespoke about the flood of the same area at that time.
Wow.
And I listened to the song several times, and I said, I'm going to cover that song.
Wow.
And I'll donate the proceeds to the Louisiana Katrina victims. As it turned out, when I went down to Nashville to record the song, several members of Tim McGraw's band heard what I was doing. They came into the studio. They got behind it. Some of them had some songs, and a whole album came out of it.
Wow. Incredible.
So now I'm doing country music, if you pardon me, Ray.
But I saw you at the Country Music Awards.
Okay, and that's what it was about. You know, it initially started out as a philanthropic gesture, but you know the way God works, man. He says, I see you reaching out. Watch this. Boom, and he pushes you.
Incredible.
So Gene Cash, the cousin of the late Johnny Cash, approached me with about a half a dozen songs, and I've been in and out of Nashville for the last year recording music. But the thing that really makes me gratified right now is that God has put me in a position to help some of the younger folks that are coming along through my foundation. Haley's Comet Foundation is predicated on teaching young men and women how to go on board a vessel after a brief 1 week tutorial, learning how to sail. And since most of us genetically came here by boat, not first class, but at any rate, we teach them how to sail. We take them on board my vessel, which is a 68-foot gaff rig catch. That means there's no hydraulics. It's powered by Armstrong. You're going to raise and lower the sails and do everything by hand. And after we get them on that boat and extract them from the negative environment from which they come, step over those crack valves, lay down that Tech 9 or whatever you're carrying that week, and come on board, it's not a boot camp situation. We treat every young man and woman with the respect that God dictates that we should give to them. And within a week of being on that boat, we can take Crips, we can take Bloods, put them together and say, now, fellas, these are the rules. Number one, you a Blood, you got the helm. You're going to navigate. I'm going below and get some sleep. Number one, I want to wake up. Number two, I want to wake up dry. Number three, I want to wake up dry and on course. So they have to overcome all their differences, what set they from and this type of thing. And they have to work together as a crew so that we can all survive. And that's how our ancestors managed to survive to get over here. So I'm just re-implementing something that's already been laid down.
What's the name of the?
We're gonna play the song right now. I saw Mr. John Amos at the Country Music Awards, and it's great to be able to see you spread your wings all the way over there. And we're gonna play that song 40, 50 times on this radio station.
I appreciate it.
We're gonna play.
Do you have
a website?
A history in country music?
Well, my mom was born in Birmingham, Alabama. And I used to hum a lot as a kid. You can't really say I have a history. I have sung on television.
So this is a newfound talent.
This is it's a newfound genre for me, if you would. Country music to me is an ideal genre or a medium for telling stories.
Not that far from blues.
Exactly. And blues, country music the real country artist will tell you the roots of country music are the blues. Because economically all those folks were in the same barrel. Basically. And if you look at the composition of our military, most of them are disenfranchised young men and women of color and from the South who don't have too many other options, so they go into the military. Okay. And that's my tribute to them. Speaking of the military, on Memorial Day, I will be in Washington, D.C., the 25th of May, along with 500,000 bikers. I ride a Harley. Okay. If Harley Davidson is listening, I ride a Harley.
We worked at he rides a Harley too.
Okay. Anybody else in here ride a Harley?
Right here. Okay. They got a whole
solid.
I got a Huffy.
They got a whole
solid. Well, there'll be 500,000 of us at the Memorial Wall in D.C., and I've been asked by, and I will gladly respond to the Coast Guard's request that I repeat a rendition of the Lincoln Portrait that I did with the U.S. Coast Guard Band, recorded that some years ago, as well as some words that were given to me by Colin Powell. Wow. And I'll do that in tribute to those young men and women of all colors that have laid it on the line. So we got the luxury of being in a radio station, enjoying ourselves and enjoying the freedoms that come.
I wanna say, for one, thank you for laying that down, and I wanna also too, for Speedy, could you write some of those words down that you were saying, philanthropic and concomitant?
Empathy.
Yeah, because he had no idea what you were saying.
Let me ask you a question.
I'll come with subtitles next time.
But here's the thing, why we're going to put you right on the spot. We have an overall deal at MTV for reality shows, and we would love to talk about doing that as a reality show, taking those kids.
Well, let me tell you, are any of y'all familiar with the name Michael Concepcion?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Michael and I.
For good and the bad.
Okay.
He scared me a few times. Come here, motherfucker. I'm right here, Mike. Don't need a motherfucker. Shit.
Okay. Well, let's suffice it to say Michael does have a way with words.
Yo, he does.
But
and guns.
Michael and I got together, and we've come up with a concept that we will be bringing to your attention called Gangs at Sea.
Oh,
and that's where we'll be taking opposing factions from the gang world and saying, fellas, you respect Michael, and you tell me you respect me as having been the father figure you never had.
Right.
You on board the boat now.
Right.
Let's drop all pretense and all that false macho posturing, because you're going to look real stupid trying to be tough while you're getting seasick.
Wow.
That's not going to be sexy.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But you will become a crew, and once you leave this vessel, it's not just going to we're going to say bye-bye. We hope to instill enough self-esteem in you so when we talk to you about jobs that are available in the maritime industry or anywhere in the world, you'll feel capable of going out and getting that job and doing a good job at it.
Incredible.
I have a question.
We have the song. We're going to play the song right now. We have your lovely publicist in here tonight. This is just incredible. I came here with the wrong things on my mind and the wrong intentions, and angels walking to this door, man. That's what I appreciate.
What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Louisiana or the title song?
Mr.
We were hippies. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. Okay. And you said you had a website.
Which one do you want us to play? We'll play what you want us to play.
Well, you don't have Louisiana here. I think all you got is We Were Hippies, right?
Okay.
We'll take whatever.
All right.
What's your website, Mr. Amos?
The website is coming up, www.thehaleyscometfoundation.org. Cool. MySpace.com/John Amos Country. MySpace.com/John Amos Country.
Can I ask you a question before we play the song? A huge military involvement that you have. What do you think about what's going on right now across the pond, the Iraq situation?
One, the war never should have been declared.
Wow.
Number two, we should have done everything to have gotten those young men and women out of there a lot sooner and made a concerted effort to get them out of there. Right. Bottom line is, I made one visit to Walter Reed Hospital. I don't know if any of you have visited Walter Reed Hospital, but be prepared to see reality.
Wow.
Okay? And be prepared to see young men and women, 19, 20 years old, maimed for life.
Wow.
Because of something they believed in. Regardless of your position on the war, you got to respect these young men and women who went and laid it on the line and left parts of their bodies and their brains 12,000 miles away. Wow. And as a former National Guardsman, as the son of a veteran, my hat's off to them, regardless of President A-hole Bush.
Wow. Hats off to you out there listening. We got some of our listeners that listen to Foxxhole Radio. It's Jamie Foxx. We're here with John Amos. He's laying it down. We're here with Charlie Wilson. We're here with Bria. We're here with
Black.
We're here with
Black from Flavor of Love.
Black from Flavor of Love. We're here with
Poetess.
Yes. And we're here with
Diamond Double D.
And we still love you, Diamond Double D.
All the D's.
And Johnny motherfucking Mack. Shout out to all of our military. Shout out to everybody that knows anybody out there. And we want you to come home soon. We got the song. We're getting ready to drop it right now. Country music. John Amos. Drop it like it's hot.
Is this?
Just hit play.
Hip it.
Johnny Mack, you a hippie.
Hippie.
I'm a hippie.
Yeah.
I'm a hippie. I'm a hippie.
Wow.
John Amos, ladies and gentlemen.
What is he, y'all?
Hippie.
I got I know you got a phone call.
I got to ask this question. You say your son is 45?
No, the character that's singing the song, my son ain't 45. No.
That almost had a rap vibe to it.
Yeah. Almost, huh?
Almost, rap to it.
Johnny Mack, you ahead.
Yo, we got a call in for you, Mr. Amos.
Yes, sir.
A guy named Ray from Memphis. Go ahead, Ray.
Ray.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Amos? How you doing?
I'm doing good, partner. How's everything down in Memphis?
Man, everything is going great, man. I just want to take time out, man, just to tell you, thank you, man, for always being a positive role model to us young black men. And it's because of the work that you've done in Roots and even up to your Dr. Doolittle movie, man. It's because of your honesty and your integrity that you open up doors for a Denzel and a Jamie Foxx. So, man, I just want to thank you because you was a great influence on me on Good Times and how I raised my children. And some of the things that you would say on Good Times, I use them in my household today with my kids. So you probably don't hear that a lot, man, but I just want to take time just to tell you thank you, man, and keep on doing a good job. And say, what's up, Jamie?
What up, baby? In your mouth.
Thank you.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Sure.
You worked in one of my number one movies, which was Coming to America. How was it working with Eddie Murphy on that?
Man, I tell you, I went to work every day eagerly because I knew I was going to laugh all day long. And Eddie got me one day. He was between characters, and he had put on the prosthetics for Chocolate Brown. So I didn't recognize him because I'd never seen the character. He just had on a pair of sweats.
Yeah.
So I was standing there waiting for lunch to be over, and this dude comes up to me and says, "Hey, man, what do you do?" I said, "Well, I'm acting in the movie." He said, "Oh, I ain't never seen you. What you done?" And I looked at the brother. I said, "Are you supposed to be on this?" "You damn right." And reached into his waistband. I said, "Oh, Lord, this is where Kunta bites the big one, you know?" Come to find out, it was Eddie. And I didn't even recognize him. He gave that mule laugh. I said, "Oh, you got me, Eddie." So I loved it. I mean, he's like this gentleman sitting here hosting this show. And I ain't stroking you. A consummate talent. Because, see, I've always contended, like in Jamie's case and Eddie's case, if you can do comedy, drama's a cakewalk. But not the way this man does drama.
Thank you.
I mean it, man. When you did Ray, there a couple times.
I mean, what about Buns? What about Buns, though? Huh? You didn't like Buns? Booty call.
Don't listen to this.
I know the beads inspired you somehow.
So let me ask you this. Advice on give us something that we could go home on as far as there's Wesley Snipes going to jail. There's Michael Vick going to jail. There's all of these African Americans that seem to have it all together and are blowing it. What's the advice to them?
Pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes for openers. That's for openers. But realize that fame is a fleeting thing. Wow. Everybody has their moment in the sun, and then one night they turn the lights off. So if you relying on man to keep your lights on, you in the dark from the jump. But if you know who makes the sun come up and go down, you never be in the dark.
Wow. Amazing. Great word. Great words, man.
Okay.
See, McDowell's has the golden.
The golden. They got the Big Mac. We got the Big Mac. Okay.
They got the golden artist. We got the golden art.
Okay. And son, if you want to keep working here, stay off the truck.
And Samuel Jackson was in that scene, remember?
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah. Mr. Amos, why did you leave Good Times?
You know, I've been asked that question so many times, and now, as young as you are, you're asking it into what must be the third generation of people that have watched Good Times. The company line was that I was a disruptive force. Now, I'm going to tell you all the truth. This is how it went down. I'm at home on hiatus. I got a phone call one day from Norman Lear's office. His secretary said, Norman would like to speak to you. I said, okay. Norman gets on the phone. He says, John, I got some good news and some bad news. He said, what do you want first? I said, it's your dime. You made the call. He said, the good news is that the show's been picked up for another season. Well, that was a foregone conclusion. We were in the top 5 for my second season. He said, the bad news is you won't be with us.
Wow.
He said, John, you still there? I said, yeah. He said, I said you won't be with us. I said, and? He said, you that's all you got to say? Norman, it's your show. You want to fire me? That's your business. Because I never felt like I was working for anybody in the industry. I was working with them. My head director is above all of this. You understand? And the proof of it is, in 2 months' time, I got a call from David Walper's office and said, are you familiar with a book called Roots? The rest is history.
That's right.
Okay? So I got fired from Good Time, killed off because they were perpetuating what I felt was a negative stereotype. I had 2 other children in that family. Bernadette Stannis, who I was with earlier on another station. She's fine. Still is. Watch your mouth.
All right, Dad.
I got one good ass whipping left in me. You can get it, sir.
Me now.
I can catch you too, goddammit.
How do you stay in such good shape?
Huh?
You strong
On that boat.
Hey, man, I got good genetics. My dad could block my hat up until he was in his 80s.
Wow.
You know, if he said, even when I was in my 40s, he said, son, you come in a little late. I said, Dad, you know how old I am? He said, yeah, old enough to know what time it is. No, it's genetics. And it's being conscious of the fact that this is the only body we have. Now, I've aligned myself with a personal trainer out of Jersey, Tarache McCrae, who is he's not just a young physical trainer. This brother is knowledgeable. So we're developing a show that's going to let young, particularly African Americans, know what they've got to do in regards to their diet. You got to drive past the Golden Arches once in a while. Get a salad.
Go to
you know what I mean?
McDonald's.
Now let me.
It's not going to work with him.
He has the secret sauce in his pocket.
I got to share this one with you, man. Belinda, my publicist, shared this with me. She was in the emergency ward at a hospital recently, visiting a friend who had been stricken or had a trauma of some sort. And they brought in this older black woman on a gurney. And the sister must have weighed every bit of 400, man.
Wow.
And
Snacks.
She snacks. Rose up on one elbow. I said to her nephew, who was about 14, said, come over here, son. Go home and look in the dresser and bring me my pocketbook. And after you got my pocketbook, make sure everything's in it. Stop in the kitchen and turn them chitlins off and bring me a bowl full up here to the hospital.
Oh, wow. Man.
At that time, her blood pressure was looking like Bill Gates' bank account.
Wow.
Okay? Now,
That's hot.
asking for chitlins while you on the hospital gurney?
Man, shit.
I mean, please,
Unless
man.
she knew she was going to bite the big one of her last meal.
But why go
a hell
out?
of a meal.
Why go out with chitlins on your breath? I mean, the Undertaker don't want to deal with that.
Cut you off.
Good
Back to chitlins. I'm going to say this. We have been enriched. We've been enlightened
Yes.
today. We've had a great time.
Where we going from?
Boy,
Stop interrupting.
we've had a great time. This is Jamie Foxx, Foxxhole Radio. What's cracking?
Cracking your ass.
It's been a blessing today, man. I'm going to tell you, we're going to wrap it up. When I look to the right of me, I see downtown L.A. I see Black, who's really light skinned. I see Rodney. I see all the homies. To the right of me, I see Mr. John Amos, the legend. To the left of me, I see Mr. Charlie Wilson, another legend. I told you today it was going to be nothing but legends. When I look down at the rest of the table, I see people that I would go to war with, people that I would party with, people I would kick with. I'd rob a bank with you. I do it all,
I'll
Johnny.
share a condo with you.
I'm out.
I meant to say a pack of condoms. A pack of
You mean a condominium,
A
Nick.
pack
You
of
do mean a
condoms.
condominium.
Mack has just come out. Johnny Mack is a fact.
A pack.
The new homosexual on the block.
A pack.
Oh my! And shout out to all our gay following. We don't want to leave you out. We
That's
got to
following
use
Speedy.
gay following. Dance with me and the disco
Come on
heat.
and dance.
Dance with me and the disco heat.
Come on and dance.
You make me
mighty real. You make me feel mighty real.
2 tons of fun.
Make me feel mighty real. Mighty real.
Mighty real.
Make me feel
Mighty real.
Mighty real. Mighty real.
We got this thing.
Somebody was singing that for real?